Aloha, my name is Jerome Bautista. I'm the co-founder of Sacred Space Therapy and Wellness, and we provide alternative therapies such as music therapy, forest therapy, creative arts therapy to the community here in Hong Kong. And when you think of a person's health, it's not only just physical, but there's the mental, psychological, spiritual, and whatnot. And these kind of get pushed to the side. So what we try to do, and others like Amanda, is we focus on this part as well. I joined because I knew I was going to be under the care of Philbert and Amanda. I think I just got lucky, but I really didn't even know about it until like the last minute, and then I reached out to Vivian, and it's been quite a blessing ever since. When I took a look at the program, I saw that one, you go through it with a cohort, and I love that. Being kind of new to Hong Kong, I've been searching for a community, and the path of an entrepreneur can be quite lonely as well. So to share in these ups and downs with others who are also going through the ups and downs, you have people to kind of go through things together. So that's one thing. FSI has so many resources available to the people that join, such as coaching, such as mentors, people to help you through. It's quite challenging to be an entrepreneur. You know? So to have these resources, it's so much better. Because if I were to go through this alone, I don't know how long it would have taken me to even get to where I'm at right now. So I'm just very grateful, and to FSI's team, Vivian, Danny, and all the people that help us. Just, yeah, very grateful. Maybe I'll start with Philbert. Right from the get-go, I told him about like this management issue I had, and he coached me through this. I had thought I had left these kinds of things when I left corporate, but no, I have a business, I have employees, and I have to deal with these things. And he helped me through that. And one thing that he had mentioned to me was like, do you have control of the steering wheel? Another thing that he had brought up was as we were going through the goal setting, like you got to hold yourself accountable. It's your business. So these things I really take to heart. So very grateful to Philbert for some of these things.
Happy it helped.
Yes. With Amanda, gosh, she's been with me through some of these ups and downs, and really has been a great moral support. Sometimes I see, like, I'll post something on the FSI chat, and she just kind of echoes or just kind of puts some support out there, and you don't know how much that really means to me, because you struggle to even get people to come to your event, just to have somebody to support you in that small way. Like, so grateful.
Jerome, when I first met him, even though he came from a corporate world, he went through a journey himself, a personal journey, and he just felt so overwhelmed. And it's so typical that you see for entrepreneurs where you're by yourself, and it's a lonely journey. He wasn't able to sort of articulate what he really wanted to achieve. And that's what I found when I first met Jerome. But the difference was I felt the passion in it person. And so working with Jerome was a really exciting journey to help him put that structure and clarity into his whole journey. So he's very authentic in his approach in himself. He knows himself. Another thing was he is very empathetic. And he has a strong desire to wanting to help others, and he mentioned that story with, you know, applying music and helping to build up the community as well. And so I didn't want to change that, and there's no reason for me to change it. It's rather how do you embrace that of him as a founder, and that is already a strong base to work with, and that was involved with adding some certainty in what he was doing, adding some structure into how do you develop the goals, how do you develop your strategy, how do you develop your action plans going forward. And you mentioned before, how to be accountable and hold yourself accountable in doing everything. I noticed the change through that journey was you start thinking more strategic. All right, whether it be from the podcast, whether it be working with branding awareness strategies, and also looking at different sales channels. And I thought that was a huge development from when I first met you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so much because we're basically in the same industry, and doing this kind of work in Hong Kong, and I mean nature, spending time in nature and taking people out into nature actually is quite challenging. It's so easy to just stay indoors and be in the comfort of our homes and spend our days like that without even realizing that we're kind of chipping away at our soul. And for us to be kind of like carrying the message of as human beings we really need to spend time in nature and connect. That's kind of the core message that we carry, and I think just being that, yes, I see so much parallel. And the challenges that I had when I first started, I also see that a lot in Jerome. I think Jerome is really doing all the right things, because I see a lot of commitment, and that's really important as an entrepreneur. You really need skin in the game for you to move forward, right? But also at the same time, just giving himself a ton of grace, right? And just having a lot of self-compassion and being kind to yourself, right? That's something that I learned in my journey, and I really want to encourage Jerome to give that to himself as well.
Quite a lot of things. Needing to set goals, needing to hold myself accountable, coming up with a social media strategy so I don't burn myself out. Philbert helped me out with a lot of these things, like the being able to be fair to my employees. That's also something. Yet fair and yet kind. Yeah, that's something that he helped coach me through, to have compassion for myself, because oftentimes it's difficult, and it'd be very easy to just kind of go down the sinkhole, but to take a pause and to really just once I can take a pause, I can really see how far I've come, but also I can come back to myself, come back to the present moment, and then okay, so this is happening, it sucks, but how do I move forward? Yeah, so learning how to fail, and learning how to get up and fail and get up and fail and get up and recreate yourself. So a lot of these things I'm learning, and they've been helpful to keep pushing me back up on my feet. And I was also very stuck. I'm like, what am I going to do? And speaking with Amanda, we did a grand opening event, which we never did for our company, and it was well received. The energy was great, and it gave us a little bit of a push forward to continue to do things. So that was pretty big. We landed our first contract with a hotel to do a full day retreat, which is something that Vivian and I we wanted to do. So we got the experience to do it, and we feel very confident to move forward to continue to do that. Plus a lot of collaboration opportunities. We collaborated with the Blumster on a wellness thing. I've got feelers in for other people within the FSI community and extending out of the FSI community, and I think just getting comfortable with pitching, with just asking people, hey, would you be interested? Just this morning I talked with Ruchi from the Mind Talk, and I think we're going to be doing something. So, but you got to put yourself out there, and I think having this community at FSI just gives you, here it is, but you gotta actually go out and get it, right?